Oh, it's Rick Taylor.
What it do? It's your boy Astro Slik from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You locked in with Rap Draft with Rick Taylor. Let's get it.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor back with another episode of the Rap Draft. I got my dog Astro Slik here with me, man. What's going on?
What it do? What it do, y'all?
Nothing much, man. Here on the Rap Draft, we like to interview artists of all kind, like, you know, not just rappers, but any artist, like whether you're a painter, rapper, barber, cook, whatever, this is the platform for
Perfect.
you. And we pretty much like to let the fans and the people who don't know you know a little bit more about you and what you do in a day in the life of what you do and stuff like that. So with that being said, my first question for you is, where was you born and raised?
I was born here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Now, growing up in Milwaukee, where'd you grow up at?
I honestly can say I grew up a little bit of everywhere, but I started on 14th and Atkinson, 19th and Atkinson, and 21st and Atkinson. My family moved around over there. I think the first house we actually lived at, though, was 19th and Atkinson, so, yeah.
Now, that's a pretty rough area now.
Tragic.
Yeah, now, which brings me to my next question. Like, what was your childhood like growing up in Milwaukee, specifically on 19th and Atkinson, or just Milwaukee overall, period?
Well, on 19th and Atkinson, what I can remember all the positive stuff. The only thing that I really couldn't remember was my traumatic stuff, because I'm on a spiritual journey right now, so I pretty much try to block that stuff out at this point. But shit, I'd have been through the rats, the roaches, shit, the shootouts, the drugs. Oh, my bad. The drugs in the hotel, drugs in the couches, all that shit. Like, my family been through it. Shit, I'm just a product of that, pretty much. Growing up was good, though. I can honestly say it was good, because shit, look where I'm at now, look what I'm doing now. I'm still working on it ever since I started on it, so.
Right. Now, for yeah, you good. Now, for the people who want to know, like, who is Astro Slik?
Astro Slik is an entity that I created. Initially, my mom and my stepmom, they used to always say, "You think you slick?" So when I think I was like 12 when I came up with that name. I was like, I'm just calling myself Slik, and I started rapping. But who Astro Slik is, I'm pretty much a variety of everything. I do everything. I make beats, I produce, I sing, rap, graphic design. I can make websites, I can do videos, I can do whatever you want me to do. I do clothes. I got a clothing line called Duhhh, rocking it right now. So yeah, I'm that dude that's gonna inspire you to inspire yourself, to inspire your team, to inspire the world. That's me.
And I'm glad you brought that up, because that was going to be a question of mine. It's like, I see you got the clothing line. I was going to ask you, like, what made you create your clothing line, name it Duhhh? Like, is it something behind that, or is it just like something we all be saying? And
Full circle. So it's crazy, because we in an imminent time where Bangin is coming back. 414, what is it called? The 414 flow.
Yeah.
Like they're creating that. You know what I'm saying? That's going on right now. But with the whole dancing scene, we actually just started back doing Dance for Peace with Bankhead, ChopItUp, Perry, pretty much everybody that was a part of it before.
Mm-hmm.
So where it came from, initially people used to say duh, hey, whoa, and stuff when we was dancing when we was younger. I think when we first started dancing, like banging, I think I was like 15, 16. So I caught like an ear to that. It was a specific group. I don't know if you remember Heem, RLC Heem, but he used to say duh a lot, like when people was dancing. And I pretty much just picked up on like people having their own little saying, and duh stuck out to me. And me and him, like, we had a close relationship where he really like believed in my music. So that was something that I really just carried on with me and was like, I'm gonna make this something that I say, and I do it in most of my music. And I just said, you know what, I can make it a clothing line too, why not?
Right.
Everybody say duh, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody got confidence, so that's pretty much the thing behind it. People say duh because they got confidence behind what they saying, so.
All right. Now that's dope. I like that you pointed that out, like, because those days were very like, you know, inspirational and just like good for the city and stuff like that.
Facts.
And it's good to see that coming back around. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna always be a part of history.
Facts, culture.
Yeah, culture, period, in Milwaukee culture, especially. And then the fact that you brought that up, which brings me to my next question, the Chop It Up days. Because I see that you, if I'm not mistaken, I remember you said you was Chop It Up, right?
Yeah, sir, ChopItUp Slik.
Now, what was those days like, and what got you into like dancing and stuff?
Man, those days honestly was like, rather than violence, we was dancing. Like, if we had a problem with somebody, we ain't had to always fight. We could go dance about it, you know what I'm saying? Because our group come behind us and get us turned up, get us lit, and you know, we had the thing, like you smack on somebody, and pretty much when you smacking on somebody, you basically like showing your best moves with some aggression behind it. So that was pretty much it was a great time. Like, parties was going on all the time, bashes. I was performing in clubs at like 16, 17, like Questions. I don't know if anybody remember Questions. Perry, Security Perry, he pretty much had me doing a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have thought of been doing because I wasn't really around like that. I was really just cool with all the people at my school. So being around Chop It Up, I pretty much got out here and was just dancing at everywhere we went. We was dancing. Summerfest, everybody getting in circles, dancing. Everybody going to Water Street, dancing. Everybody going to River Splash. River Splash don't even happen no more. Dancing. So man, it was an imminent time, full circle right now.
Yep, and that's nice to hear that, bro. That's a beautiful thing, bro. Like when you got a problem with somebody, instead of shooting and fighting, you can go dance, bro.
Facts.
Like you got to see the concept and the beauty of that, bro. Like just the art, period, in that.
Yeah.
Like, and to have that come back, like it's just dope, bro. Like
Cause you don't see that much positivity
not at all
happening here right now.
Yeah, and I want to bring that up too. Like, do you think by you, like when you used to dance and stuff, right, as a shorty, do you feel like when that went away at that point in time, that kind of caused like the young youth now to be like in the Stollies and getting into the street life?
Yeah, I honestly can say that because it was like, I'm gonna put it like this. After we threw our last Dance for Peace, shit just got weird out here. Like, rappers got weird, all music artists got weird, everybody started being distanced from each other. Crews really started beefing, like for real. It wasn't no dancing shit after that. Like, niggas was getting mad at each other. Shit got different. That's pretty much all I can say. It was a different time.
Yeah, because you know that time it gave us something to do. Whether you was a dancer or you just you was a fan of it and you just wanted to go to the events. Yeah. You just knew it was gonna be lit.
Man, it was so many street niggas doing that. Exactly. So like Seville, he was one of the coldest niggas doing that shit. Like I don't know how many people that said this on your shit, but Seville was motherfucking cold at that shit. He was cold at that shit. Like, and them niggas was in the streets heavy. But tragic what happened to him. I said RIP to them, but that was one thing that I know for a fact that they loved doing because they showed up every time. Every time.
And that was dope, bro. Like I think people forget that it was like a lot of street dudes in there and stuff like that, and that's dope. So that's gonna forever be a part of Milwaukee culture, period. You know.
Facts.
And I want to get around like one day making a documentary about that.
Man, somebody got to do that.
Yeah, I definitely do. So I was already talking to some people. So now I see you go hard for Milwaukee all the time. Like I always see you saying something about phone for Milwaukee, and I can just tell by your passion. Like, what does Milwaukee mean to you?
It's home. That's the best way. That's the best word I can honestly say. It's home. I look back, I go places, and I'll be like, damn, I ain't home right now. Milwaukee mean everything to me. I'd rather be here than going anywhere doing what I do. A lot of people think that they gotta leave to do what the fuck we gotta do, but realistically, if we bring the market here, why the fuck do we gotta leave type shit? And it's slowly happening. But Milwaukee is everything to me, man. We all gotta leave when we get to that level, though.
Yeah.
Shit, saying what just happened to Young Dolph. Ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody listening out here.
Yeah.
But shit, you see Lakia not here. She visiting when that money hit. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? She'll probably come back, see her family and shit like that.
Yeah.
But Shit.
And I think that's a fucked up situation where, like, you know, you love your city so much, and then, you know, it's crazy how, like, you know, once you blow up and stuff like that, or you become successful, people always discredit you for leaving your neighborhood and your city and stuff. But once you stay there, something tragic happens.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's crazy to me. Like, if you got somebody who's trying to stay in the community, in the city, and try to better it, why you gonna take out y'all hero? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, it's actually, I actually was thinking about this situation. My guy, Lil Mo, he actually just passed away, RP Lil Mo. Daytona Rose is one of his artists. He was actually signed to Rock Nation, and he passed away the week after his video was on BET. And I don't know how many people knew that or what people knew that, but he actually passed away on some violent shit here. So it's like, damn, we had one on the way, and y'all just taking hope, faith, and pride away from people. Like,
all the time.
This shit gotta change.
Yeah, I pray it do change, bro. But you know, who knows when? But we hope so. Now, what or who inspired you to get into music and like dancing or whatever and all that stuff? Period.
I'm a product of my father, UTA, Uncle Tom, Assassin, Doomsday Entertainment. My dad, everything that I do, everything you see around me is a product of my dad. My dad gave me my first beat machine. I think I was 9 years old. He gave me my first beat machine. I don't remember the name of it. All I remember, it was square. It had a circle on it, and it had these knobs on it. And I figured out how to work that motherfucker. My dad was surprised that I did that. I got in the studio the first time I was 12. My cousin actually convinced me to get in the studio. Rob Taylor, he actually out in Los Angeles right now. Shout out to Rob Taylor. He pushed me to do some song on a Lil Wayne beat. Lil Wayne was one of my favorite artists at the time, but my complete favorite artist is Soulja Boy. So that's how I got to learning how to do everything I wanted to do type shit. So other than that, my dad, like, he was the reason why I was like, you know what, I want to do this. This your dream, this is my dream. This is a dream that we want type shit. So. Yeah.
Now that's dope that you said like Soulja Boy. You don't really hear too many people saying Soulja Boy is one of the people who inspired them, and who was their favorite rapper and stuff like that. Like, which is kind of crazy to me because he did, you know, he had to inspire a lot of people because people started putting their music on social media. I mean, YouTube, and started making beats and making their own beats. Right. So he really like changed the game up a little bit. So
push the internet thing. Honestly, I can say, I don't know how many people remember like Bear Share, Aries, iTunes, when it was only iTunes. Yeah. He was pushing that so hard. I think I was like 11 years old doing the little dances they was putting up on the internet, all that. So yeah, I followed that, stay following it. That shit inspirational. Like, right. once you see something universal and it's working, like, graphic design is my universal thing, you know what I'm saying? So I love it.
Yeah, man, that's dope. Now, when it comes to music, who would you put in your Mount Rushmore? Like, who is your Mount Rushmore?
Have to say J. Cole out the gate. Have to say Drake, because Drake is he doing whatever he want to do out here. Like, yeah, that Poop the Scoop that Kanye dropped, Drake can do some shit right now like that, and it'll probably hit 1 million today. Yeah. And Soulja Boy, them. But rap wise, that's my brand wise, honestly. That's like, cause me, when I think about music or rap period, I don't think just the music, cause that's the easy part. A lot of people think making music is hard, getting in the studio, that shit ain't hard. That shit not hard. All you gotta do is do that shit. Right. But actually doing the business behind it is a hard part. So that's why I put them on that Mount Rushmore. The way they got their business structure set up is immaculate.
It's different.
Immaculate.
Right? They can drop whatever, they can do whatever, they got the minds for it. Like, you know, it's just that's a good solid Mount Rushmore.
But the one I want to say rap wise though is Lil Wayne. Like, he's the GOAT. He can get on whatever. So
not to cut you off, would you replace him like with Soulja Boy on that? Okay. Who would you so rapping wise, like, where would you put Wayne at? Like, is that your solid 4, or would you do a whole another 4? Or?
Okay, so let's do rap wise rather than brand wise. Wayne is the GOAT. He's top number one. All right, Wayne. 2, I had to say J. Cole. 3, I had to say Jay-Z. 4, 4 is one of them heavy ones because a lot of people could be there. So I don't even want to put a 4th there. I'm gonna just leave it at 3.
Yeah, so like it can go anywhere with it. I think that's a hard topic to discuss is when it comes to like that top 5.
And don't mention me. Do not add me when you see this.
Right, this is opinion. Everybody got an opinion, man.
Facts.
Now, for the people who want to know what's next for Astro Slik.
And I got a lot going on. The website, the website coming up soon. I got the mixtape dropping. I got an EP dropping. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Dropping soon. Just be looking out for the projects. I got videos dropping with Fatboy 414. Videos dropping shit every other week at this point.
Yeah.
So Duhhh. You don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, pretty much. You just staying consistent. I've been seeing that too, like your passion with it. Oh, another question I wanted to ask you: Are you related to Big Mike?
I am related to Big Mike. That's pretty much somebody else that inspired me to do what I do, like on a multi-talented level. Because Big Mike, he actually was rapping before I was rapping. He was doing stages. One of his big stages. Like we was real young. I think we was like 13. He opened up for Mike Jones and the dude that made the two-step, he was there hosting.
Yeah.
And that moment inspired me to be like, I got to get on the big stage. My first big stage was J. Cole, actually, 2011.
Wow, that's dope.
2011, J. Cole. Ever since then, I've been traveling, doing shows, meeting people. Don't want to disclose them, but y'all figure that out.
That's dope. Yeah. And for the people who wonder who he talking about It's Big Mike Time.
Duhhh, It's Big Mike Time. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, shout out Mike, man. I see his drive too, man. His drive is insane. Like cause I've been seeing it when he was in school doing the Stop the Violence movement and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was a part of Team Stop the Violence. I was pretty much all the early graphics that Big Mike ever had. That was all me. All that. We made our first song, BOH Jack Action. That was 2008. That hit like 10,000 views. We had we did so much together. Man, me and Big Mike, like that's my first cousin. A lot of people don't know that. That's my first cousin. We actually did a lot of events together, like a lot of bashes. We kept a lot of people off the streets. Like we was doing open mics. That's where I met Bankhead and his crew. We was into it. Actually, that's funny. Me and Bankhead was into it when we first met. It was over some internet, like, I don't like your crew, some petty shit. And we met at one of our events that we had, like an open mic, but it was / bash. And he seen us, we seen them, and we was like, nigga, we finna battle right now. We danced and shit.
Right. And
we got cool after that. And actually, it's funny, another full circle story. That's how I got in Chop It Up. I actually battled him to get in Chop It Up and shit. And dope. We both got in Chop It Up the same day.
That's dope. That's crazy how that, like, that played out for you and like how crazy life is, you know what I'm saying? So those are the good old days where you didn't really have to like worry about getting killed or people was going to jail and nothing like that. It was like you can just go to school, do your dancing, get girls, you know what I'm saying? That's
as long as you stayed out the way.
Stay out the way.
Because it's possible. It's plenty of people dropping.
Yeah, because it was dangerous. Like, I'm going to say that it was dangerous, but now it's like everybody just like on some other shit. But like back then, you still could like, be in the way.
Yeah, it was that percentage. Now, it's the people that ain't even in the way getting out the way.
Exactly.
So, I definitely feel that. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. Made beats for Munch Lauren after I met him. Plenty stuff going on out here. And when I met Chop It Up, the thing about me is, a lot of people, when I was younger, a lot of people told me that I couldn't do this and you couldn't do that. How you gonna learn how to do this? Man, everything that I know now, I learned on my own. Like, I figured out how to do all this stuff, and I just did it. Matter of fact, when I met Chop It Up, they told me I was garbage. Like, I was super trash. Probably still tell you I'm garbage, but I fuck some shit up, though. But the thing is, I kept at it, kept going. Came to the auditions, showed them what I had. I had that one trick pony, boy. But yeah, that's pretty much, rest is history. Pretty much how all this came about. You know what I'm saying? Still here, chop it up in the music. Femi Fam, Squatty Squad, everybody in the music. You know what I'm saying? BOH in the music, everybody. Astros, what it do, man?
So, my final question for you is, I ask everybody who come on this show this question, and that's, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself, I honestly see myself in LA. I'm actually working on a move now that's gonna push me closer to that, but I see myself taking this independent music in a different level, because everybody think that they gotta go major. You can go major, but you ain't gotta go all the way major to where you just giving your shit away. Here go my whole brand here. I'm Astro Slik, but you can have me. Nah, it ain't gonna be none of that. I see myself being on a heavy producer level, getting some real big drops. Got some stuff in the works right now. Working with big artists, the biggest artists, being one of the top artists being talked about in all the blogs, all the major sources that you ever hear about. I'm about to be him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to bring the whole city with me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see people in the city doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see Milwaukee just turning into LA slowly in 5 years.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy that you mentioned that, because a lot of people is really starting to like give us our flowers slowly but surely. Like, I was watching Breakfast Club. It was a kid interview. You know, Charlamagne and DJ Envy was talking about how they love Milwaukee. Yeah. And they even Envy said he see how they building it up. You know what I'm saying? We just winning the championship, and then we got just stuff coming around, period. Like, you know, we all making our own lane.
Facts.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't really, of course we do move and travel out the way, but we doing a lot of stuff here and it's getting noticed. So Facts. It's good to see that. Like, I can't wait to see how Milwaukee is going to be in 5 years.
Yeah, Milwaukee, I won't be here, but I will be visiting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to look good. Like, we already building big cities. The revenue of the economy is going up. People think that, like, all this crashing economy, Russia, all this stuff is a big effect to us, but really it's beneficial to us because we are a small city. Like, stuff like that, we don't really got to worry about yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to the industry though, like, the Bucks mainly is bringing like all the attention. Like, I can honestly say that. Like, Milwaukee Bucks, Lakia, I don't know if you know who DC the Don is. He just got signed to Rushmore Records. I've been following him for a minute now, but he just got signed to Rushmore. Munch Lauren, he's going crazy with everything that he's doing. Everybody socialize him with big money. That man has plenty things going on, right? So, Bankhead with the comedy, Myron with the comedy, B. Jones, Big Mike, Willie Just Comedy Brown. It's plenty people. So, man, it's going up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, Ray, it's going up like shit. It's going up.
We definitely moving and grooving, bro.
Facts. And I love to see it.
Yeah, most definitely me too, bro. I can definitely see all that happening for us within 5 years, like becoming bigger. And I'm just hoping everybody live out their dreams and get more successful, you know what I'm saying? Which I see that. So, you know, I want to thank you for coming on the show, sitting down with me.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And, I honestly see all that happening for you too, like, cause I see your drive and I see your hunger and I see your like humbleness at the same time.
Thank you.
Like, you got a good head on your shoulders, and then like I say, as long as you stay out the way and you know what you got to do, keep doing what you. Yeah. Keep, you know what I'm saying? You doing it, so you know. As long as you keep doing what you got to do, stay out the way. All that'll happen for you, bro. Just got to stay down and, you know, stay in your lane, and I see it happening for you.
Appreciate that. I'm all ears, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Rap Draft. You know what I'm saying? Rick Taylor, Astro Slik, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Duh.